like Judd Apatow, where with all the cameos and constant stuff going on. But
Judd Apatow's in it too. He's the guy that he accosts in the restaurant.
Oh, that's right. When he's like, "Really, dude?" Like,
yeah, he's like trying to quote Shakespeare to him, and Apatow's getting really annoyed and upset.
He's like, and he knocks some shit over too. I'll sigh.
Have either of you seen The Room, like all the way through?
I've never seen it.
A long time ago.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they play it at the Ken for a midnight, like once a month.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But I think me, having not seen it, I would kind of like to just watch it on my own the first time, and not have everyone yelling out the lines or throwing shit around and laughing and everything. Just so I can absorb it that way, and then the second or third time, then you go watch it with the midnight audience. But I was just wondering because not a whole lot of people I know have actually seen the entire movie. They just watch the stuff on YouTube that you can catch.
Something I really respected was the beginning, people's thoughts on the actual film.
Yeah, how they're talking about this was the greatest movie. And then because it's so batshit and off the rails and terrible,
or what it must have been like actually on the set filming it or whatever. But yeah, that was very interesting and really sets the tone for what you go into for the movie.
So. And it's really great because some of the scenes at the end aren't in the movie. It's almost like they shot them specifically so that they could put them side by side with the actual movie. But like the blocking and the lines of dialogue and everything are all the same. It's really interesting when they show you that at the end, and then the very end of the credits is when that scene with Franco and Wiseau.
That's cool. I've never even heard of the movie The Room until this movie came out.
But I think that's was the big thought behind it.
Yeah,
was that let's take this cult thing and create bring it to the masses, because now if you haven't heard of it, look at
you're gonna want to go check it out now.
I read that maybe Fathom, maybe someone else is planning on doing like a wide release of The Room. Okay. I don't know if it's going to play like for a week or whatever. It might just be like a one night show in bigger theaters and legitimate theaters. But I heard that they wanted to do that sometime in January, February.
I know the Ken has like 3 showings and for like their next set of midnight stuff. The Room is 3 is up there.
Yeah, it's like The Room and Rocky Horror Picture Show are 2 movies that they play every single month.
Pretty strange, but
if it brings in the people,
it must be to. Right.
Yeah.
It's your turn, right?
My turn. My next one is John Wick 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So basically it's John Wick is retired. He's got his own, he's living his life by himself with his new dog. And an old assassin buddy shows up and tells him that you owe me this favor, and I guess the way they do it in that culture or society is if you owe someone a favor and they call upon that favor, you have to do it or you get killed. And so he basically says, I want you to kill this
marker. It's a marker, right?
Yeah, it's like a little pen or whatever. Or no, it's a coin, a gold coin that has his blood.
Yeah, blood pack.
Yeah. And he says, I want you to kill this person for me. And he's like, no, I'm out. And then he refuses throughout the whole movie. The beginning of the movie. And then he finally, he just blows up his house. And I think he kills his dog again?
No,
not this time? No. Okay.
They were like, almost. No, that's too much.
Not again.
That's too much.
It's too close to the first one. No, but he blows up his house and all of his pictures and stuff he had of his wife and whatever.
Yeah, pretty much disintegrates anything he had left of
memory.
His wife. Yeah.
And he basically goes on so he's like, okay, whatever, I'll do this thing. And he ends up, he says, once I do this job, I'm going to come and kill you because you destroyed my house and, the memory of his wife. and he basically
he gets set up pretty much.
Yeah, he gets put in a position where he doesn't want to do. The person he wants to kill is, I guess I'll do it's a spoiler, but he is supposed. The guy who asked for the favor, he wants John Wick to kill his sister, and she's the head of the assassins community
table.
Yeah,
it's like
And so if you kill one of those people, all the assassins come for you because it's like assassinating the president or whatever. Right?
Well,
something like that.
It was kind of like he set him up because he's like, I want you to kill my sister so I can take her spot.
Yeah, because he can take her spot on the table.
And when he's basically in the middle of doing that, the guy who called upon him calls John, and he's like, what kind of brother would I look like if I didn't come after you?
Yeah.
And so they put a hit on John's head.
He basically spins it and says, John killed my sister, and
basically
he puts a hit out on him, yeah.
And then everybody's after him.
Yeah, I mean, it's like John Wick 1, but with way more assassins. And more, I don't know how Keanu Reeves, his character John Wick lives through this movie because it's just insane. He's getting shot at and stabbed, and I think he gets shot in his stomach 3 times, and he's still just limping, walking around with a cut up face, and I don't know. It's to me I mean, just you can see the training that Keanu Reeves went through to be this character through the fight scenes and learning how to handle weapons the proper way. And you can just tell, choreography from the fights and everything is just amazing.
Well, and that's what I like about both of the John Wick movies is there's not as many edits as you think.
Yeah,
there's a lot fewer than you think, and the choreography. And another thing I really like is he runs out of bullets.
Yeah, he actually does.
It's not like watching some of the old school John Woo Hong Kong movies where the dudes are firing 40 times and
they don't reload.
Yeah, they don't reload, and he runs out of bullets. And there's a great sequence, the end when they're at the museum, when he only has the one gun and the one magazine, and he keeps going empty, and it's up to him to kind of find a replacement,
find another clip or another gun or something, a weapon. But yeah, it's really realistic. I think a lot of the stunts are really clean and
or just him reloading, just simple things that, the way he reloads so fast.
It looks good.
Yeah, he really put his all into it.
Yeah,
much like in Heat, how Val Kilmer, he's able to reload so quick. I remember him make that comparison right there.
Yeah,
and well, dude, anytime you can squeeze in a Heat reference. I really liked how they kind of showed more of the mythology.
Yeah,
of that
society.
Yeah, that assassin society.
Yeah,
when he goes to the guy, the sommelier, and it's the guy's outfitting him with weapons, and the tailor's giving him a
bulletproof suit and everything.
It's got Kevlar in it.
Yeah,
I really thought that was really awesome, and that shootout in the catacombs is fantastic.
It's awesome, yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, I think that's the one. That was actually my pick too.
Oh, really?
One, so we can just keep talking about it.
Okay,
I guess,
cool.
For a little bit.
But so you liked it though, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about it plenty of times. I know people are probably sick of us talking about it.
It'd be on my list if you guys had 20.
Oh yeah,
pick my top 20 of the year.
I saw it twice, and I noticed that you didn't choose it, but I figured it was just because it was a sequel, and that would be a way to kind of round out what you'd want on this and what you wouldn't. But I really like this movie, and I think it was because they didn't drop the ball on what they expanded on.
Yeah,
they really did. They took the mythology to the next level. The way that they needed to, and it was interesting, and then they stepped up the action. I don't know how it was even possible, but they kicked it up a notch somehow, which was really cool. would you consider this a gun fu genre picture? Right? Is that what they? That's what they.
I don't know. I mean, what would you
consider?
consider gun fu?
Like the movies you brought up, or
Like the Hong Kong flicks?
Yeah.
I think it's like a straight Hong Kong movie, just in America.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Except, like I said, he actually reloads.
Yeah. It's more realistic.
What else? It has an 89 on Rotten.
Yeah. Is that? Do you know what the first one has?
I don't, not offhand, but I know it's.
It's like on the DVD. The first one actually has it on the DVD.
The
It
stamp.
says certified fresh.
Okay.
Both of them do have this stamp.
Yeah, the second one too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was directed by Chad Stahelski.
Stileski.
Yeah.
Did he? I know two guys did the first one. Was he one of them?
Yeah, he was one
Okay.
of them. Because then the other dude did
Atomic Blonde,
which
yeah.
we'll talk about.
Yeah,
I'm sure we
in a little
will.
bit.
Yeah. Yeah, you've seen. I know you've seen the videos on like YouTube and social media with Keanu Reeves when he was like training.
Yeah,
it was like gun training and stuff.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome, just to see like, wow, like that's he's putting in the work to do that. When you don't really get a lot of actors. Usually, when other actors are doing stuff like that, it's a stunt person shooting a gun, or unless it's a close up of them or whatever. But
he does he's
dedicated.
Like I said, like the simple things, like him checking the chamber.
Oh yeah,
like
those are just so cool. He just keeps continuously checking it to count how many bullets he has.
Handles.
Yeah, have you guys seen Collateral with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx? The Michael Mann movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go like behind the scenes on that, like you see Tom Cruise's weapon training, and he reloads quick. And if you watch the movie, the shootout in the nightclub, he goes empty in that, and he reloads really fucking fast, and like shoots the guy another one or two times.
Yeah.
After he reloads, but you can watch that. It might be on the DVD, and you could go on YouTube and probably catch it where he has the weapons training, and you see him reload really quickly.
Was that one of Jamie Foxx's like first movies?
No, he had been around a while.
Has he? Okay.
Yeah.
What was his first one? Bait?
Bait, yeah, I had that movie.
No, he's been in others.
Any given Sunday?
Any Given Sunday, I think
that
it
was an
after
earlier
Bait.
picture.
I think it was
right?
after Bait. Well, he was a comedian.
Yeah, I mean he was on.
He was on In Living Color.
Yeah, In Living
And
Color.
he had his own show, didn't he?
Yeah, and he had his own show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and look and see what his first movie actually was.
He's got to be older now, huh?
He's in his 40s.
He's been
Just
around.
thinking about it,
Mid-40s,
yeah.
maybe.
He looks good.
Maybe a little bit older than that.
He's got that Hollywood money, keeping him young.
No, I don't know.
Dude's fit.
Yeah, he is. Well,
Crazy.
I mean, look at Will Smith. Looks good too.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he's aged really, or at least
Isn't Will Smith like 50?
aging gracefully.
He's got to be 50. He's got gray hair, but
Yeah. Well, when he grows his hair out, you can really see it.
Anything else for John?
Go check it out if you haven't seen it. Do
Yeah,
yourself a favor.
If you haven't seen it, well, and a good thing is it kind of stands alone, as you could watch chapter 2 not having seen
yeah, you
one,
can jump right into it.
and it still holds. It's not too crazy where you're like, I have no idea what's going on.
Except for like the thing with the car at the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because he still didn't have his car.
I love that too. Yeah,
I like
they
that-
literally picked up.
Yeah, right there.
Right where the first one.
I like the scene. It takes place when he's getting his car back, and the Russian dude in the beginning, who John Wick calls, and he's like, "Do you know who you fucking what you did?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "You stole John Wick's car." He's like, "This guy killed 3 people in a bar with a pencil."
With a fucking pencil.
He's like, "Who can do that?" Which, I mean, it's just I thought that movie's just awesome. It's
And then later on, it foreshadows what he does later on with the pencil.
kills a dude with a pencil, or 2 guys with a pencil, or whatever. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Keanu.
Yeah.
That guy gets a bad rap. He's so cool.
Yeah.
I dig him.
He's a good dude.
You guys have this ongoing joke that John Wick's my favorite movie ever.
And John Wick 2 is the second favorite movie.
Oh man.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Moving on.
Yes.
Is it my turn?
Chris' turn. Yes.
Okay. This was tough. That these last two didn't really make my top 5, but they're still really, really good